Wait, wait, sir.
Okay.
2 minutes.
नमस्कार.
Namaskar, sir. Damole, sir, please let me know when to start so that
Yes,
I
sir.
can
Yes,
initiate.
sir. Now start, sir.
Okay, fine, fine. Good morning, everyone. I am Rishikesh Kakade, one of the participants of this induction program. It is indeed the third day of this induction program, and now we have with us Dr. Samit Mahore, sir, who is the today's resource person. So I'm very happy that I have gone through his biodata. He has a very wide kind of experience, and I am here to introduce the today's resource person, Dr. Samit Mahore, sir. So Samit Mahore sir is an associate professor in the Department of Economics and also the director of Department of Lifelong Learning and Extension. He is also nodal officer for the Vikasit Bharat Yuva Connect program. Sir belongs to RTM Nagpur University. Sir has teaching experience of more than 18 years and research experience over 15 years. Sir has award under Sir's guidance, almost 7 students have been awarded as a PhD. Sir has published 76 research papers. Sir has 33 book chapters in his name. Sir has authored 4 different books. Sir has 8 edited books in his name. Sir has fetched 3 funded projects, and the list continues. Along with that, he's permanently associated in the Department of Economics and the director, Department of Lifelong Learning and Extension, Rashtrasan Tukadoji Maharaj Nagpur University. Sir's expertise areas include public economics, econometrics, development economics, human development, and skill development. Sir is economist, researcher, academic administrator, and educational professional too. Talking about his academic leadership and administrative responsibilities, right now he is serving as a director, as we have said, associate professor, nodal officer. Sir is also chief for the Spot Valuation Center at RTM Nagpur University. Sir is academic counselor and supervisor for Indira Gandhi National Open University. Sir has PhD, NET, MBA, MA Economics in his name as far as the qualification goes. Sir's research interest areas are public economics, econometrics, human development, development economics, international economics, skill development, and higher education policies. Sir has held various positions during the experience of extensive 18 years, as we have said, like research papers and all. Sir has contributed towards Marathi Vishwakosh. Sir was also subject expert and reviewer for national and international various international journals. Sir is a member of multiple boards. He has contributed to curricular development in economics and administrative studies as well. And Sir has authored self-learning materials for Yashwantrao Chavan Maharashtra Open University too. I'm very glad to announce Sir has got a 6 Best Research Paper Awards. Sir has a Avishkar Research Award in his name. He also ranks academic merit in MA. In his name, he has got a membership of life member of Indian Economic Association and Indian Econometric Society. Sir is also life member of Marathi Arthashastra Parishad and Vidarbha Arthashastra Parishad. And talking about his research and analytical skills, sir is is master in SPSS, EViews, R programming, and advanced Excel. So we are very fortunate enough to have you, Samit Mahaure, sir, for the today's session, and we are eager to listen to you. So over to you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for giving a brief biodata.
Thank you, sir.
Should I start?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Uh, I hope my screen is visible to all of you.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So today's topic is e-waste management and environmental responsibility. So before going to start the topic, I think you all are aware about the e-waste management and environment also. And we all are same community. So we are professors, associate professors in the various colleges and university. Okay, so I am not here to give a different knowledge, but we are here to discuss some issues. So maybe I will not speak only. I think I believe two-way communication. So instead of speaking and showing my slides, so I hope we will discuss the different topics or different issues related to this topic, or maybe you will share your own opinion. Okay. So what you know about the e-waste management or e-waste? I am expecting answers from your side. What is e-waste?
Sir, it is the waste produced from the consumer electronic products like it could be screens, monitors, mobile phones, or certain home appliances as well,
Hmm.
which include some chemicals too, and that is very hazardous. It is very nearly impossible to compose it in the short, limited time span.
Yes. From other participants, I think there are more than 30-35 participants are there. So I expect at least 3-4 participants should discuss, because we are not discussing a different topic. We all are aware and we all are contributing to generate the e-waste. So I think there is no language barriers. So we can talk in English, Marathi, or Hindi also. Any other? So it means you are unable to hear me, or you are unaware about the e-waste.
Yeah, sir.
Please go ahead.
Roll number 4, Rekha from Agarchand Manual Jain College, sir. E-waste is nothing but those products which is dangerous to our environment is the e-waste, I think so, sir. About soil or water, the things what we are wasting and storing inside the sand, those are
Hmm.
called as e-waste. We
Yeah.
have to manage, yes, sir,
Yes. Yes.
manage for avoiding the pollution.
Any other?
Well, according to me, I think electronic wastes are the E stands for electronic. So electronic waste management. That's what you're going to talk about today. Waste generated by electronic devices. These wastes are also um, things which can also be used for recycle purposes. That's what I understand by e-waste. Thank you.
Yeah. Actually, e-waste, it means waste generated from any electronic products or electrical products. It is simple definition. But when we can say it is a e-waste, because many times we are using the products, different types of product, mobile, laptops, remote, bells, number of products are there. So these are include some electronic chip or electrical things. So after some time, so they are not useful for us, or maybe we can say the end of the life of that product. or maybe when you purchase a different product. So it becomes a e-waste. So it is a natural thing. So why should we worry about the e-waste? So you already told me. So it has a different effects and impacts on environment and different things. So that we are going to discuss here also. Okay. So just before going to discuss the e-waste, so there are different types of waste also. So like municipal solid waste, industrial waste, construction waste, organic waste, hazardous waste, plastic waste, and e-waste and medical waste. So these are the major things. So we are generating the waste as a waste, and e-waste is a small part of this. But if you think e-waste, it is not a small, because day by day it is increasing and the quantum is also increasing speedily. So if you see the solid waste, okay, so it includes the household waste, commercial waste, and waste from institutions such as school and other hospitals also. So the quantum is 2010 million metric ton annually, or maybe it is more than the figure, because maybe because it is a figures I quoted from the last 2 3 years. So current data, definitely it is more than this number. So industrial waste also, if we include the range of materials such as metals, chemicals, and byproducts of the industrial process, because where industries are producing goods and services, but same time they are also producing some waste out of them. So the quantum is more than 1300 million metric ton annually. Construction waste, है ना? So we are constructing our houses and commercials also. But apart from that, now these days we are there is a boom of a redevelopment. So what we are doing? We are demolishing our building and then again construct it. So because of that also, the waste generated from the constructions is also increasing day by day. So it includes the concrete, woods, metals, okay, and it comes from the demolition of the different buildings and renovation activities. So the figure is more than 1200 million metric ton annually. Organic waste, so it is comes from the foods. Okay, so we know that we are social animals, and we are celebrating each and every festival with our relatives and friends, and we are inviting them for food and other things. But many times we know that we are wasting the foods. We are taking more than our capacity, and if it is not possible to consume, so we'll throw it in the dustbin. Okay, so food scrap, yard waste, and agriculture residuals also come in this category. So the figure is more than 500 million metric ton annually. Hazardous waste, so it includes a toxic, flammable, corrosive, and reactive such as chemicals, batteries, and medical waste also. Okay, then plastic waste. So we know that every time we are using the plastic bags, and government and other NGOs and some institutions are continuously saying that do not use the plastic. But as a human, we are using it. We know the effects or of this waste. Then medical waste also includes the healthcare facilities such as syringe, then bandages and pharmaceutical products. So now there are hospitals in each and every areas, like multinational multi-corporate big hospitals are there, multinational companies are coming, and they are creating a lot of waste, because medical is a essential thing and everyone has to use it. Okay, so annually it is more than 16 million metric ton. So we are creating the medical waste and e-waste. So when we talking about the e-waste, so we know that electronic devices such as computers, smartphone, televisions, and the quantum is more than 70 million metric ton annually. Okay, so these are the different types of waste, and we are going to discuss about the e-waste. So if you have any doubt or queries, you can stop me and ask the. Okay, so these are the different types of waste. So what is e-waste? E-waste is electronic or electrical equipment that is waste. Okay, and it includes the all component. Okay, like consumables that are part of the equipment at the time of uh, equipment becomes waste. So when a product is not useful for us, or they are not fulfilling our uh, demand or whatever requirement, so it comes as a, or we know it is a waste. So in simple words, we can say it includes the working or broken items which are thrown in the garbage to a charity resellers like Goodwill. These unsold and unusable items may be thrown away. So more or less, e-waste is particularly dangerous due to the toxic chemicals and naturally leach from the metal parts inside when buried. Okay, so this is a e-waste. So do you really think so? We are also generating the e-waste, because many times we are using the computer, laptop, mouse, mobile phone. So what happened after the end of the lifespan of these products? What we are doing, or what you do? Maybe many products like mouse, old mobile phones are still in your or at your home.
Yes, sir.
So what we are doing with that products?
Recycle it.
Really?
Sometimes we exchange it, sir. I mean, the old product will be exchanged with a newer one that we buy.
Yeah.
That is the general practice, but sometimes it just keep on like say in the home for the longer duration.
Yeah.
Recycle and reuse.
Recycle and reuse, you are giving the answer, but I think we all are not doing the same thing. Yeah, we are.
Ah,
What we are doing? Buyback, or maybe a replacement many times. Hmm. So when we
yes,
purchase
yes.
a new thing, new mobile phone, so what will return the old mobile phone and at very low cost. Like if it is smartphone and good and it is working, so maybe you will get 3 4 thousand or more than, or maybe you will get only 500 or 200 or 100 also, like that. Okay, so many times we thought that we'll getting the only 100 rupees, so why should we return it? So we can keep it as. And many times these kind of products are in our at our homes. ओके, कहीं तो भी वो पड़ा हुआ मिल जाता है फिर बाद में, फिर देखते हैं, सोचते हैं, फिर से वही रख देते हैं, एंड वी आर परचेसिंग द न्यू equipments. Okay, so generally these are the different kinds of e-waste, or different types of e-waste you can see. First is the temperature and exchange equipment. So it includes the refrigerator, air conditioner, freezer, then water cooler, heat pumps, then television and monitors, laptop, notebooks. Okay, then lights and lamps. So fluorescent lamps, CFL lamps, LED lamps, high intensity discharge lamps, then large equipment like washing machine, dishwasher, electric stove, large printers, photocopiers, and now these solar panels also. Okay, now there are small equipments also in our day-to-day life we are using. So toasters, kettles, microwaves, vacuum cleaner, shavers, calculators, cameras, then toys like this, and IT and telecommunication equipments. Okay, mobile phones, computers, servers, routers like this. Okay, just here I want to know from your side, what do you do when your product is not working? What do you do?
Sir, initially 2 to 3 attempts being made for the repairs, and if it does not work, then we left with no option and just scrapping it up.
Yes, but I just want to really we are repairing the products. Suppose your kettle is not working. Suppose
Yes, sir.
your
Yes, sir.
calculator is not working.
Yes, sir. Initial 1 to 2 attempts are being made for the repair. But if it is out of I mean, if it cannot be repaired, then we left with no option rather than just scrapping it up.
How many of you repaired your calculator?
No, sir. No, sir.
Then
No, no, sir.
no. Yeah, I know that. Then kettle or your iron.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
use
I
no repair, sir. Use useful parts, sir.
Any other? It means what you want to say?
Uh, any material, electronic material, not repair, but useful material use, sir.
No. You can speak in Marathi or Hindi also.
अगर कोई सा रिपेयर नहीं हो रहा है तो सर उसका पार्ट जो अच्छा है वो यूज कर सकते हैं ना सर.
हाँ कर सकते हैं लेकिन कोई करता नहीं. Just
Yes, sir.
I'm
Yes.
expecting different answer.
Sir, I think we dispose it as garbages.
Yeah, why? Instead of repairing that product.
Because it has become unusable and we can afford something better than the one which we have. That is why.
Yes. Any other?
First we try for the replacing the parts of that electronic device. If the replacement is not at all possible, then only we will dispose it.
Okay. So these are the e-waste. Some many times e-waste also includes the electrical waste also. Okay, so during the Diwali and other festival season or any occasion at our home or society, so what we are using? We are using the lightings. But last year we purchased it, so maybe we can use next year also. But many times it is not useful or maybe it is not working. So instead of repairing that lighting, so what we will choose? We will better way to purchase a new lighting. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Why? Why we are purchasing this instead of repairing it?
Because instead of repairing such electronic gadgets, we think that we will, in the same or next to that cost, we will buy the new device. Sorry, new Diwali light.
Yes, yes. It means that so instead of repairing, so we will better way to purchase it new because the repairing cost is very high compared to the new products. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes,
So
sir.
this is also main reason. So we are not going to repair any products. Maybe we will try it for initially 1 or 2 times. Like if it is a very costly, like mobile phone, if you purchase more than 30-40,000, so we'll repair it within 2-3,000 if it is possible. If it took more than 10,000, 15,000, so instead of repairing it, so we'll go to the purchase new products. So and this similarly happened with the other products also, like it may be a refrigerator, it may be a AC, it may be a washing machine, and like kettles and shavers and these different products also. Okay, so why I want to tell you this, because many times the repairing cost is very high, so because of that also instead of repairing it we purchase the new products and old products becomes your e-waste. So that is the one important reason. So what is the status of the e-waste? What is the data? So if you see here, so at the different continents we are in continuously increasing in the e-waste. So you can see East Asia and Pacific, then Europe and Central Asia, South Asia. Okay, South Asia and the East Asia. So these are the major continents who are highly producing e-waste at global level. Okay, Sub-Saharan Africa. Then if you think about the data per capita and total, okay, so in Asia, so it is more than 40 million metric tons per annum, and it is more than 50% of the total global e-waste. And if you think about the per person, so it is nearly 7 to 8 kg. Okay, and it is very less compared to the other continents. Like in America it is near about 14 per kg. In at Europe also it is more highest 17 or near about 18 kg per person per capita. Okay, so here again at the world level, so what is shows the e-waste generated per capita in kg. Okay, 7.8, and e-waste documented to be collected and recycled. So this figure shows the it means per person we are generating the near about 8 kg, and we are recycling it or collecting and recycling it only 2 kg out of 8 kg. Okay, so maybe we can say it is only a 20-25% of the total quantum at the world level. And if we see about the Asias, so we are generating near about 7 kg, and we are able to collect and recycle it less than 1 kg per person. So the ratio is near about only 12%. Okay, in Africa, it is only 0.7% they are collecting and recycling. In at the Europe level, Europe and Oceania, so we can see they are able to collect and recycle 43%. Okay, so Europe and America, they are collecting electronic waste and recycle it. But in Asia and different countries or different continents, they are not able to collect it and recycle it. Once if you are collected, then maybe we can go for the further process. But if you are unable to collect it properly, so no recycle. Okay, so here is the country level data. You can see the China is at the number one in producing e-waste. Then USA, India is on the third rank. Okay, India's position is third, and other 10 countries are Japan, Brazil, Russia, Indonesia, Germany, UK, and Mexico. So this is the global level e-waste generation. So now it is near about more than 75 million metric tons we are globally generating. And these are the data from the last 5-6 years only. Okay, and within 5 years, so the rate of increasing in the e-waste is double near about. Okay, so very fast we are increasing the e-waste. Here you can see the growth of the e-waste generation like country wise. So in India, the last 4 years data, so 20 to 22, so growth of e-waste in India is more than 168%. So this is the growth rate. USA you can see the 19%, EU 3%, UK 1%, and Japan is able to minimize the growth rate. It is negative, so they are not generating more e-waste. Okay, so their growth rate is negative. In China 42%, and our rate is 168%. Okay, this is the difference. It means in coming days, India may be stood at a number one in generating e-waste also. Okay, so here again, e-waste and recycle data. So when we're talking about the different types, so in total there are you can see the 62 billion kg data of the e-waste. Out of that, 13 or maybe 14 billion ton a kg we are able to recycle or recollect. So it is ratio is only near about the 20 to 25%. And if you see the category wise, then small equipment we are able to collect only 12%, large equipment 34%, then lamps 5%, small IT and telecommunication equipment 22%, screen and monitors 25%, and temperature exchange equipment 27%. And overall, it is only 22% we are collecting. Okay, so what about the 80% e-waste? So we are unable to collect it and recycle it. So if you see the again global e-waste monitor, India fact sheet. So in our country, we are able to formally collect the e-waste only 1%. Whatever we are collecting, it is near about only 1% of the total e-waste generated. Okay, so if these are also category wise data, you can see in 913, 453 kilometric ton. Okay, so lamps, small IT equipments. Okay, so e-waste generated is per capita near about 3 kg. Okay, and we are generating e-waste near about 7.5 or 8 kg at the latest data. Okay, so this is again so India's journey of e-waste generation. Okay, so here also you can see near about last 5 to 6 years the rate is more than 100%. So it is double. So e-waste generation over the past 5 years rising from the 1.1 million metric tons in 1920 to 1.7 million metric ton in 23-24. So 72.54% increase in e-waste generation since 1920. So it reflects the growing use of electronics and electrical devices across the country. Okay, so if you see the state level data, so recycle generation, e-waste generation and recycle capacity in Indian states. So this data is from the different states. So Maharashtra stood at the number one. Okay, in generating e-waste, not in recycling. In recycling, Uttarakhand, Haryana, and Telangana, they are recycling. Their recycling rate is more than the e-waste generation. Okay, and Maharashtra is near about generating 20% of the total entire country total e-waste. So Maharashtra is creating 20% near about. Okay, so then Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh, Karnataka, West Bengal, okay, Andhra Pradesh. So these are the states. They are also generating more e-waste in the country. Okay, so when we are talking about the state-wise share, so Maharashtra is 1/5 of India's e-waste comes from the Maharashtra, but only about 47,810 tons are recycled annually. Okay, in Tamil Nadu contributes 13% in India. Uttar Pradesh contributes 10%. West Bengal again 10%. Delhi 10%. Karnataka 9%, and Gujarat also 8.8 means near about 9%. And then Madhya Pradesh, they are contributing near about 7.6% to the India's e-waste generation. So what factors responsible to increase the e-waste? So growing demand for electronic gadgets. Now we can see there are different gadgets are coming day to day. Okay, many changes is coming, or maybe we can say the advanced electronic products are coming. So each and everything, so we are do it electronically. Initially, when we are using the computers, okay, screens. So these were the very small. Now different types of screens are there. Televisions are also different types of television and screens we are using. Okay, now many times these different facilities or maybe digitalization, due to the digitalization, so we are all the different facilities comes to your mobile phone. So mobile devices are more useful, so we are doing different things, okay, by using the mobile phone's camera. Work all in mobile phone, you are using it as a camera or maybe calculator, maybe internet device. Okay, so because of that, and many things are coming every month or every day, we can say. So maybe after 2 or 3 years, mostly your phone is becomes outdated, and we have to purchase the different model or different instrument for the upgradation. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So first factor is growing demand for electronic gadgets. So different gadgets we are using. Okay, increasing penetrations of the consumer durables. That is also one more thing, because now we can see the different things or different gadgets or comes also at our household. Initially, we are using only the television. Now, fridge, washing machine, dishwasher. Okay, then grinder, mixer. So now Alexa also becomes a part of our home. So these are the electronic products, and lights, fans. Now fans coming with the remote also, lights also. Okay, and many times these products are not repairable. Maybe their life is more, lifespan is near about 3 4 years, 5 years, maybe 10 years. But after that, instead of going to repair it, so we will purchase the different product, or maybe after 3 4 years there is a different advanced product is available in the market, so we will purchase that products. So urban mining and increased feasibility, so everyone want to different facilities. Now no need to uh, switch on off your buttons by manually, so we can use a remote. Maybe we can say, Alexa, put on start the fan, like that. So these are the gadgets comes to becomes part of your home, and these all are the electronics products. Many times these are not the repairable, and in urban areas, this is very fast growing demand for this kind of products. Okay, then growth in IT sector companies or service companies, we can see different companies are coming at our home, at our near places, nearby places, like in your city. Okay, and they come, they are using the different electronic gadget also, different malls, hospitals, then schools, colleges, universities also, they are highly using the different electronic products. Then favorable policy initiative to boost manufacturing in India. One more thing is that the policies of the government of India, they are favorable for making a different products. Okay, so we are uh, producing maybe different companies from the different countries, or maybe we can say the multinationals are coming at our country, and they are start the producing different products, because it is a favorable for them also, and the cost of producing in our country is very low compared to the other countries. So because of that also, many companies are started producing different electronic gadgets in our country. So we are becoming a manufacturing hub of the electronics products. So because of that also the cost of electronic products becomes very low, and we started use for the different purposes. This is the also factor to increase the e-waste or maybe demand for the electronics products. Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now effects of the e-waste. So first is on human health, that already we discussed initially. So because of the chemicals and toxic metals in e-waste can enter the human body and causes health issues such as organ failure and cancer. Now we can see the cancer patient number of cancer patients are increasing day by day. So more or less the reason is the use of the electronic products also. We are using smartwatch, we are using earbuds, we are using, or maybe our screen time consumption is also very high. Mobile, laptop, computers, TV. So because of that also is badly affects the our health. Okay. So because of that organ failure and cancers like problems we are facing. Then wildlife, so e-waste accumulations in the environment destroys the habitats, causing biodiversity loss and population decline of the wildlife. So because of that, many incidents we can see the wildlife are coming to the villages and cities, and they are causing or maybe different creating the different issues. So we are facing not only in particular villages, in urban areas also. Then food chain. So toxins in e-waste. So it includes the maybe ingested by animals and fish pose health risk of human to human through meats and seafoods consumption also. Okay. Then environment. So e-waste also again causes the oil and water pollution. So e-waste incineration the releases toxic gases such as dioxins causing air pollution. So it's also affecting on the environment. Okay. Then climate change. E-waste also affecting directly, indirectly on the climate change. So e-waste production and e-waste incinerations emits the greenhouse gases, so contributing to climate change and global warming. So now maybe because of the manufacturing, because of the productions, and because of the availability of the product, each and every one we are using the different things which are related or includes the electronics and digital gadgets like ACs. Now AC are the common thing in our car. There are different things. So includes the electronics and electricals. Am I right? Now our keys, initially we have to use the manual keys we are using. Now the keys are automatic. Now the cars are coming without keys. Now screens, there are inbuilt screens in the cars. Okay. Then different gadgets are available in our car also. At our home we are using the different gadgets. So more or less they are uh, produced or manufactured with the help of the plastic also. Okay. So these instruments or gadgets are creating many problems on human health as well as the environment as well as the impact on the climate also. And definitely the bad effect is more than the good effect or maybe facilities. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now we discuss the what is the electronic waste, different types of electronic waste, and maybe effects of the e-waste, and why and what is the status with the help of the data. So what should we do to minimize the production of the e-waste or e-waste generation? What we can do? Anyone can tell me? I think I'm doubtful all the participants are hearing me.
Yes, sir.
पुन्हा सांगा.
Okay, economics of sustainable future. So definitely we all are talking about the sustainable goals and other things. So whatever the resources are available with us, so that should be possible to use for the next generation also. So similarly, this is also we can include what is the economics of sustainable future. So sustainable future depends on the economic system that balances growth, environmental protection, and the social well-being. So when the our policy of electronics products, it means we are using or manufacturing more products. So these are affecting our environment and human health also. So maybe it is causing the social well-being. So there is a need to work on the manufacturing or maybe generating the e-waste. So this requires the rethinking traditional economic models and integrates sustainability principle into the policy and business decisions. Okay, so India is one of the fastest growing economy in the world, so we know, and we faces a crucial challenge balancing economic development and environmental sustainability. So do you think really this is the problem for us, balancing the economic growth and environmental sustainability? How it is creating a issue or problem or maybe a challenge for us? I'm expecting the answer from your side. आप लोगों को लगता है कि जो हमारा इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट है या फिर एनवायरनमेंट है, सो या मे बी वी कैन से द इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट इज अ चैलेंज फॉर अस, वी आर मतलब हम कहीं ना कहीं एनवायरनमेंट इशू और सस्टेनेबिलिटी के साथ में खिलवाड़ कर रहे हैं अगर हम डेवलपमेंट की बात कर रहे हैं तो. आप लोगों को लगता है ऐसा कुछ?
Yes, sir. Yes, yes, 100%.
कैसे लेकिन? कोई भी एक बताइए मुझे. इश्यू तो है, मतलब एनवायरमेंटल कहीं ना कहीं कॉम्प्रोमाइज हो रहा है, सस्टेनेबल एनवायरमेंटल सस्टेनेबिलिटी इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट. कोई एग्जांपल दे सकता है हाउ इट इज?
सर लेटेस्ट में ये जो अंडमान निकोबार में सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट ने जो फॉरेस्ट एरिया में कुछ इंडस्ट्री बनाने की सोची है, वो है ना सर, वो एग्जांपल.
हाँ,
सबसे बड़ा एग्जांपल है सर वो बिग.
और कोई? मोस्टली आई वांट टू कोरिलेट विद द ई वेस्ट. इससे रिलेटेड अगर होगा तो इट विल बी बेटर और अलाइन विथ अवर टॉपिक. जैसे कि हम बात कर रहे हैं सस्टेनेबिलिटी की, एंड अ सस्टेनेबल फ्यूचर फॉर इंडिया रिक्वायर्स एन इकोनॉमिक मॉडल दैट इंश्योर्स ग्रोथ, इंक्लूसिविटी एंड इकोलॉजिकल बैलेंस. मतलब ग्रोथ तो होनी चाहिए, लेकिन उसमें इंक्लूसिविटी भी होनी चाहिए. ऐसा नहीं है कि somewhere we are getting the high rate of growth and somewhere there is no growth, or maybe they are not becoming a part of the growth. और इकोलॉजिकल बैलेंस भी हमें मेंटेन करना है ना. तो अगर ई वेस्ट जनरेट हो रहा है तो हमें अभी क्या करना चाहिए? ई वेस्ट प्रोडक्शन बंद करना चाहिए. बंद करना नहीं करना चाहिए. हाउ वी कैन कंट्रोल द ई वेस्ट जनरेशन और मैन्युफैक्चरिंग?
Sir, I believe recycling can be a good option for the management.
Yeah. So
We need to find some alternative options to that, sir. Like that can be easily recycled or what.
okay,
Recycling and proper disposal of the e-waste.
yeah.
So reuse, recycle, and reform is the can be the best option.
Hmm.
Sir, I just wanted to put another viewpoint here. Like when we compare the two areas, like the rural area and the urban area, so sustainability generally happens in the rural area. Like I give you an example of mine. Like if we eat some food and all, so it can be easily disposed in the farm or somewhere else. But we need to be additional cautious when we operate in the urban area, and specifically related to the e-waste. That has to be handled very nicely, and uh, the suo moto action of an individual, I suppose, is the prerequisite of that, because we are living in the society where we are lagging the time. There are many issues and all, so we have to be very cautious while dealing with these kind of wastages and its usages, sir.
Yes, definitely. But there is a different imbalance, regional imbalance also, because in rural areas, totally the requirement and availability are uh, totally different compared to the
Exactly,
urban
sir.
areas.
Exactly, sir. Exactly.
Okay, so we'll go ahead. Uh, we are talking about the model, like, okay, climate change and its impact. So when we are talking about the climate change, is not just an environmental issue. Okay, so there are different issues also. So it has performed economic consequences. So rising temperature, extreme weather, events, and resource scarcity. So it also disturbs the industries and reduce productivity also, because we have to balance between the growth and the uh, productivity, or maybe different resources. Okay, so it is very difficult, but we have to do it. So it or maybe increase the cost of government and business also, because there are different standards we have to follow. So when we are talking about the climate change, it is largely driven by the excessive resources consumption and waste generation and the greenhouse gas emission also. So here we can go with we are with a linear economy. We know linear economy and circular economy. These are the representative contrasting model of resource use and waste management. So each with different implications of for climate change also. So can you tell me the different, what is linear economy and circular economy? Linear economy and circular economy. Any participant is from economics?
No, sir.
No. Anyway, but I think you may be aware about the linear economy and circular economy. If completely you are unaware, just tell me you don't know about this. So we'll go ahead.
Yes, sir. Means take the raw material from the markets, then make new products, then use. If unable to use, then dispose it.
Okay. In linear economy.
Yes, yes.
Yes. And what about the circular economy?
No, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So first we discuss about the linear economy. Linear economy is an economic system. So it operates take make waste model. Okay. So what we do here? So a linear economy follows a one-way path where raw materials are extracted, processed into products, used, and then discarded as waste. Okay. So what we are doing, we are whatever resources or maybe materials are available, so we use that material, we produce the goods and maybe services, mostly products. Okay, and we use that goods, and after the end of life of that product, so we discard it as a waste. So this is the system of the linear economy. So when products are consumed and eventually discarded as a waste at the end of the product life cycle. So this approach is considered as unsustainable as the resources are abundant and can be continuously extracted without significant consequence. So presently in many countries, so they are working on the linear economy model. Okay, so with increase in the demand for goods and services leads to a resource depletion, environmental degradation, biodiversity loss, and growing waste problem. Okay, so for example, different fashions, कब कौन सी फैशन आएंगी और वो फैशन का क्या इम्पैक्ट होगा ये हम नहीं सोचते. सो वी जस्ट फॉलो द फैशन, सो वी आर यूजिंग द डिफरेंट प्रोडक्ट्स. उसका पॉजिटिव इम्पैक्ट हो रहा है या नहीं हो रहा है, वी नेवर थिंक अबाउट दैट, है ना. सो आज जैसे कि हम आज सभी के सभी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक प्रोडक्ट के सामने बैठे हैं. आई एम ऑल्सो यूजिंग दिस इलेक्ट्रॉनिक प्रोडक्ट्स. डेफिनेटली इट इज वेरी बेनिफिशियल बिकॉज इट कनेक्ट्स द डिफरेंट पीपल फ्रॉम द डिफरेंट प्लेसेस. आप सब लोग शायद जो 30-40 पीपल्स है वो डिफरेंट प्लेसेस पे बैठे होंगे. मैं भी कहीं तो भी और दूसरी तरफ से आपको कनेक्ट हुआ हूँ. सो इट इज बिकॉज ऑफ द दिस इलेक्ट्रॉनिक प्रोडक्ट्स. लेकिन इसके साथ साथ हम ईयरफोन यूज करते हैं. आज वो ईयरपॉड्स आए हुए हैं, है ना. पहले जो ईयरफोन थे वो वायर थे, अभी वायरलेस है. मोबाइल फोन्स है, मोबाइल फोन्स गैजेट वो पहले बड़े बड़े थे फिर छोटे छोटे हो गए. नाउ द साइज ऑफ मोबाइल फोन्स आल्सो increasing or decreasing, double folded mobile phones we are using, है ना. So these are the fashions and we many people are following the fashions but without expecting or thinking about the what is the impact of that fashion. Okay, so this is a linear economy model. So finite resources, whatever available. So resource we extract the resources, then we produce different goods, then distribute, consume it, and then after the end of life of that particular product, so we dispose it. Dispose or maybe we consider as a waste. So take, make, and waste model is your linear model. Okay, there is another model that is circular economy. So circular economy is an economic system that aims to reduce the waste and pollution. Okay, so by keeping these products and materials in use for a long as possible, it means we think this product should be the life should be extended a long time. Okay, so we minimizes the use of virgin resources and maximizes the reuse and recycle of the materials. So these products are used, then after the end of particular end of the life of that products, we recycle it, or maybe if it is possible, but first we reuse it, then recycle it. Okay, and again we use that products. Okay, so in circular economy takes a holistic approach to economic development, considering the environmental and social impacts of the economic activities. So do you think there is a some any products of based on the circular economy? Any example you can give me if you know about the circular economy? In circular economy, it minimizes the waste by designing products and industrial process so that resources are kept in use in perpetual flow and by ensuring that unavoidable waste or residues are recycled or recovered. So in circular economy, mostly focus on the designing products in a particular way that can be reused, repaired, manufactured, and recycled to reduce waste and environmental impact. So think about the days before the 10-15 years, whenever the products were available. So that time it was repairable or not? Before 10 to 15 years, when we were using the different products, so that products were repairable or not? Hello, am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir, you are audible,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Repairable, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Repairable. So I am asking questions. Hmm. So days before long back, like 10 to 15 years. So that time also we are using the different products, maybe electronics products also. Okay, like our wristwatch, wall, your clocks, hmm. Then mobile phone, feature mobile phone that time we were using, and these were repairable. They have the battery, long last life battery. Hmm. Then we were using the radios, televisions. So these were the repairable. We were using the lighting that was also repairable. We were using the iron that was also repairable. Okay, so it means that products comes under the circular economy. So circular economy mostly focus on the designing of products that can be reused, repaired, remanufactured, and recycled to reduce waste and environmental impact. So, for example, you can take a wood or furniture company, whatever. Okay, initially we will use the wood to construct our house. Okay, now when we demolish and the wood, whatever available, okay, so we use that wood for the making different products like furniture and other things. Still, we are using that products. Similarly, it means what electronics products also that time we were using, so it was repairable. Now these days, to maybe we can say the cutting of the cost. So because of that, it is made in a particular way. So we cannot reopen it. Maybe once you open it, so maybe it is not repairable or so maybe we cannot close it. So the model, whatever we are using, it is related to the linear economy, not in the circular economy. So we have to change this practice. We have to manufacture electronics products which are repairable. Okay, so circular economy, when we are talking about the circular economy, so it is based on the recycle, then reform, then reduce. Okay, so we have to make a design, particular design, which is reusable. So we can repairable. So we can repair that particular products. So when production and the transformation. So we can reuse that product. So transformation and maybe distribution. So there should be a particular proper channel. है ना? So initially when we have a issue with our television or maybe problem, so we call to the customer care. So person comes to our home and then he was repair the he was able to repair the products. Now they are saying that we cannot repair this product, so we have to replace it. Maybe they are replacing the parts, particular parts of the product also. Okay, instead of wasting their time to repair that part, so they suggest to replace the part. So this is not comes under the circular economy. So we have to make the parts which is repairable. Okay, so maybe consumption, use, reuse, and then repair. Okay, so this is a cycle. So recycle, reform, reduce, reuse, and then recycle it, and again then reuse it. So once the product is not useful to repair it, then we have to recycle it, and again we will use that products for in a different way. So this is the model of the circular economy. Okay, so from a linear to circular economy, what is the difference? Linear economy suggests us the raw materials production, use, and recyclable waste, non recyclable waste. So we keep as consider as a waste. But in reuse economy, so raw material production, use, non-recyclable, reuse, then again we recycle it, produce, use, and then comes to the non-recyclable waste. But in circular economy, raw materials we produce it, then use it. If it is not useful, then we send to the recycle. Okay, send it to the recycle. So this is the model of the circular economy. So what is the difference in between the linear economy and the circular economy? So in linear economy, the more is take, make, and dispose. So it's work on the take, make, and dispose. But in circular economy, reduce, reuse, and recycle. So whatever resources are available, so we extract raw material, produce, use, and discard it. But in circular economy, we keep material in use through repair, recycle, and reuse. Then what is the management process? So in linear economy, there is no management, ends with waste disposal. So we send it to the landfills and incineration in linear economy. But in circular economy, so product designs out waste by keeping materials in circulation. So we don't waste it, so we reuse and recycle it, and in a proper way, so that product can be recycled or reused. Okay, so what is the product design? So short lifespan, linear in linear economy model. So the product has a short lifespan, but in circular economy, it is durable and repairable. So this is the major difference. Okay, so economic model is one-time consumption, and in circular economy, continuous value retention. Not only e-waste. When we think about our culture, Indian culture, so there was many products. So we were using that products from years and years on years. Okay, you can take any example. So you can take your example of clothes. You can take example whatever products were available at our home. So we never waste it or we throw it as a waste. We will do a different products from the recycling and reusing the original products. So that was our culture. But because of this advancement, so we adopt the linear economy model. Okay, so this is in linear economy, it is a one-time consumption. In circular economy, it is a continuous value retention. Environmental impact, so it is a high pollution, depletion of natural resources, and lower environmental impact, sustainable resource use in circular economy. And what is the business approach? This is the one-time production and sale of goods. Okay, so we can't think the warranty and guarantee of the products. But in circular economy, it is service based, leasing and closed loop manufacturing. Whenever problem arises in our products, so what we will call to the service center, so they will come and repair our products. Okay, this is the difference between the linear and circular economy. Okay, so again, this is simple snapshot of the linear economy take, make, dispose model, and here make, recycle, reuse and recycle. Okay, so this is supports the energy from renewable sources also. So what are the benefits of the circular economy? So circular economy, first economic benefits, it means this is economical. So the same product we can use for a long number of years. The lifespan is more compared to the linear system. Okay, so environmental benefit, it means we are not wasting or through as a consider as a waste that product. So because of that, there is no harmful impact on the environment. So definitely it is a beneficial for the environment also. So agriculture and rural development, definitely if we connect this, so more or less we can get the benefits in agriculture and rural development also. So energy security and industrial efficiency. So if you are using the same product, so definitely the resources we required more less and less in the circular economy compared to the linear economy, because we are reusing the products. Now these days also you can see the companies, they are asking to send back the product which are not in use. Okay, they are taking the get back that products, and they are making the process or maybe reuse that product. So reduce greenhouse gas emissions because of the circular economy. So it is reduce the material cost definitely because it is a repairable product. So it will be reduce our material cost. So promote innovation. So how we can increase the lifespan of a particular products? Definitely it's work on the innovation. So it will be more beneficial for the not only the developing country, for the developed country also. So promote green industries and jobs. So in these sectors, definitely many peoples will get the jobs to repair or maybe recycling the things, and this again we can say boost the economic growth. Okay, so this model is helpful for the economy. Then what are the challenges? Challenges that definitely when we are talking about the circular economy or minimizing the use of e-waste, so definitely it has some challenges. So behavioral change and awareness. So many times uh, actually when I asked what we are doing, so some of participants said that they are recycling the products. Okay, so how they are doing this? Anyone can explain me how recycling is work? Or maybe you can give me suggest the whatever model adopted at your city. आपके शहर में क्या होता है कि रिसाइकलिंग प्रोडक्ट कैसे की जाती है और कैसे कलेक्ट किया जाता है? एनी आंसर? आपके शहर में ई वेस्ट का कलेक्शन होता है या नहीं होता है?
So many NGOs are collecting e-waste.
एनजीओ कलेक्ट कर रहे हैं?
Yes.
अच्छा, और वो कैसे
Sometimes
कलेक्ट कर?
they have collection centers in Pune. They
हाँ
have many collection centers,
हाँ
and yearly once they are collecting e-waste.
हाँ
And some companies also they have exchange offer, so they also accepting the old devices.
यस. Yes, definitely. When we are purchasing a new product, so they maybe offer us to exchange our old products. Okay, so many times it is not a scheme of the seller, it is scheme of the producers, because by rules and regulations or maybe policy implications, the producers have to comply all these things. So their responsibility is to collect the e-waste or maybe wasted material. So they are giving some offers to exchange, or they motivate peoples to exchange the old products. Okay, so here just I want to tell you there is a lack of awareness about among the consumers. They don't know what to do with these products. Many times I know that the old smartphones and feature phones and old televisions, so we keep these products at our home. ठीक है, टेलीविजन तो नहीं, लेकिन जो छोटे छोटे प्रोडक्ट रहते हैं वो मोबाइल आपके घर में कहाँ पड़ा रहता है वो हमें पता ही नहीं होता है। हम उसको साफ करते हैं और फिर भी साफ सफाई करते हैं तब वो दिखता है, और हम उसको साफ करके फिर से रख देते हैं। So there is a lack of awareness about among the peoples about the e-waste. Then resistance to change. नहीं वो चल रहा है वो चलने दो. Never we want to change it. We work on the same model. Then perception issues. नहीं, old is gold. Many times we thought that. Maybe we sometimes we thought that नहीं, new products are very comfortable to use and they have advanced technology, so we should use that. Okay, limited access to sustainable products. So there is a behavioral change and awareness, one of the biggest challenge to use this circularity. Okay, then policy and regulations. So lack of standardized policies. There are policies are available, but no one is following it. Maybe manufacturers and producers. So weak enforcement of waste management, trade barriers on cycle materials, and limited government incentives. So maybe government or maybe NGOs, they should promote the manufacturer, or motivate the manufacturer or producers. Okay, so they have to make a product which may be a recycle, able to recycle or reuse. So they should give the offer maybe of exchange, or they should collect the old products by giving the exchange offer, and then they can recycle it. Okay, then business and economic challenge, a high initial investment because it requires definitely. Okay, so the cost is very high when we compare the products which is reusable or recycled, the cost of that product or price of that product is very high compared to the non reusable. So one time use and throw, है ना? And I know that now there are many pen and pencils are available, so we cannot reuse it. Just use and throw products, disposal products we are using. Okay, so because the model is they are based on a particular linear economy model, used and use it and throw it. Okay, so because of that, the high cost, so manufacturer or other industries, they are not motivating to work on the circular economy model. So short term profit focus, lack of market demand for recycled product, so uncertain return on investment and manufacturers, then technological infrastructure barriers like limited recycling and waste management. Then then inefficient material recovery, then supply chain complexity, because there should be a proper channel to collect the collection center of the waste. Now, this participant said that in Pune there are different centers are available, or maybe boxes are available, so we can put our e-waste in that box. Am I right? But many times these are not workable model, क्योंकि मैंने खुद वहां देखा है कि कई बार जो है लोग उसमें कोई डालते भी नहीं है कचरा, क्योंकि हमारा माइंडसेट ही डिफरेंट है कि वी डोंट वांट टू थ्रो आवर वेस्ट प्रोडक्ट. हम वही घर में पड़े रहने देते हैं, या हम देर इज नॉट अवेयरनेस अमंग द कंज्यूमर्स की नहीं ये रिसाइकल करना है, देन दिस इज द वे ऑफ रिसाइकल. मे बी द NMCs and other companies, we don't know there is a particular company in our city, they are collecting the e-waste. उसका एडवर्टाइजमेंट ही नहीं होता, उसका प्रमोशन ही नहीं होता, वो हमें पता ही नहीं चलता. So there are some barriers. Then cultural and social challenges also, mindset shift required, consumer preference for ownership, global inequality in circular adoption. So वो एक हमारा mindset है that needs to be changed. The industry specific challenges are textile, fashion, electronic, e-waste, construction and demolition waste and plastic packaging also. So these are the some different challenges. So there are some challenges. So because of that, we are not referring to the circular economy. So traditional sustainable model for India. So we know traditional waste free agriculture we were using. There are different things not only directly related to the e-waste, but in agriculture also we are using the traditional model which are waste free. Nothing was a waste in agriculture. So textile recycling and sustainable clothing. I told the example, जैसे कि हम पहले नए कपड़े लेते थे, वो पहनने के बाद में हम उसको कहीं तो भी उसका प्रोडक्ट बना, थैली बना देते थे, bags. We are using this bags to bring the things from the market. After that, तो again we use that, जो पोछा बना के हम यूज करते थे, है ना. तो रिसाइकल ही होता था, मतलब रीयूज ही होता था, वो हम वेस्ट होना ही नहीं देते थे. सो दैट वाज द आवर कल्चर, ट्रेडिशनल sustainable culture of India. So circularity and festival rituals, repair reuse culture, then circular economy in traditional architecture. आप देख सकते हो, government and modern initiatives supporting circularity. Now EPRs, producer producer responsibility. तो क्या है कि उसकी responsibility कि अगर he is producing the e-waste electronic products, so his responsibility is to collect it and recycle it. Okay, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, Green Building Movement, and Smart Cities Mission. These are the government policies towards the sustainable economy. Best practices for strengthening circular economy. Incorporate sustainable design principle. So we have to make products in a proper way, which are recyclable and reusable. Opt for eco-friendly product procurement. Develop employees training program. So we have to increase the awareness among the people, and then we have to train the people how to promote the e-waste collection management, because in formal economy and formal way there are only 20% who are collecting the e-waste. Collaborate with the trusted partner. Okay, so there are many ways. Now when we are talking about the higher education institutes, so in we are also involved in creating the very high e-waste. Okay, so what are the e-waste management strategies? So we can establish e-waste policies, develop clear policies on disposal and recycling producers, awareness and training programs we have to conduct. Okay, so we have to aware people, students, different employees. We have to train them how to recycle or how to promote the collection of the e-waste and recycle in partnership with e-waste recyclers, so that we can easily do implementing e-waste collection programs. So on campus collection drive, so drop off locations, so like we can put a small boxes to put the to drop off the e-waste products. So incentive programs we can start at our campus also, at in our city also. Okay, then measuring impact and success. So definitely we can get the feedback, regular feedback from the different centers and the who are involved in the this process. Okay, so we can start the awareness program, awareness drives like seminar, posters, and social media campaign. So we can form different clubs, student clubs, lead of e-waste collection events. Then we can arrange workshop on repair, upskilling, upcycling, and digital minimalizations. Green credits and NSS projects we can start. We can link these to our e-waste initiative. So we can involve students, NSS students, and maybe we can give the incentive to the students to maintain digital inventory and life cycle management systems. So as a educational partner of the society, that is also our responsibility. We should work on the e-waste collection and management centers. Okay, so future trends in e-waste management, circular economy initiatives. We have to start that. We already discussed the technological innovations. We have to make the products in a particular way where we cannot maybe we minimum generate the e-waste. Okay, then global collaborations. So we can start collaborating with the different agencies. So here also we can generate the revenue. Okay, through e-waste management market revenue, we can see the what is the $1 billion. So it has a very high market share and it is increasing year by year on years. Okay, so this is a definitely a different scope. Then here you can see the benefits of and opportunities of circular economy e-waste. So environmental benefits, economic benefits are there, social benefits also. So we can increase the number of jobs, consumer savings, better health. So indirectly, directly, they are here. We're benefiting the social factors. So material recovery and recycle, then product design and life cycle extension, the refurbishment and second life markets also. uh, we can think about that consumer engagement and awareness, EPR compliance, and innovative product design. So there are definitely some challenges. So because it is not easy to prepare or form a particular product which is technically sound and repairable. So it is very difficult, but we cannot impossible. Okay, so there are technical challenges, economic challenges also, because when we made any product which is repairable, recyclable, and reusable, the cost of that product definitely very high because we have to prepare a product. Maybe it has a long life, and in linear economy, we are preparing the product in a such a way. So after some time, he has to purchase a different or new product like mobile phones. Now we are using the phone, and what is the life of our mobile phone? 5 years, 10 years.
4 to 5 years, sir.
Now is it 2 years?
After 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, we are changing our mobile phones. And similarly, the when you purchase a mobile phone, there is a limit to upgrade or update your softwares. After a particular time period, company is not supporting. So this is the model. It means they think that you should purchase a different mobile phone instead of upgrading the same. If they provide a lifetime upgradation and updates, so definitely no one will purchase the different mobile phone. So policy and regulatory challenge, there is lack of awareness and consumer participation, dominance of the informal sector. That is the biggest challenge. Lack of efficient collection and reverse logistics. Like it is very difficult because now we know when I purchase online products, any product, so within a 1 or 2 days, or maybe I will get the same day delivery, and it comes from the different parts of the country, maybe Bangalore or maybe Delhi and different places. But when we want to recollect the e-waste, so it is very difficult. So there are many problems in reverse logistics. So complex product design and lack of standardization, high cost of e-waste recycling, the cost of is very high, and weak policy and enforcement and regulatory gaps. Okay, so I think we discussed many about the e-waste management, linear and circular economy, and challenges of the e-waste. If you have any doubt or queries, you can ask. No question? क्वेश्चन नहीं, इसका मतलब है आपको कुछ समझ में ही नहीं आया। एम आई राइट?
सर समझ में आया, बहुत बढ़िया था सर।
बढ़िया था।
ओ,
तो आप लोगों ने क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछा कुछ, या फिर पूरा ही समझ में आया, कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछने की जरूरत ही नहीं है? Okay. And what is next? So we should start the next topic.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to share the PPT. Is it visible?
yes sir.
Yes, sir.
So topic for this: bridging the gap, inequality and higher education. So before going to start again, I would like to ask about the higher education inequality. Hmm? What is the inequality in higher education? Hmm? What is inequality? Inequality क्या है? अगर वो है तो क्या है? And if it is inequalities exist, and does it exist in higher education? See, we all are directly related to the higher education institutes. We are involved, we are stakeholders of the higher education institutes. Then we should know all these things, and maybe we are all are aware, but we should discuss about this.
Sorry, if we have to talk about the inequalities in the higher education, we can simply say the regional disparities or the inequalities are there. Like the higher educations are generally situated in the urban areas, where the rural area has a major lag in terms of higher education, educational institutions.
Hmm.
Further, socio-economic gaps are also there. Like few students might not be financially well, so they fail to pay to the institutes those who are charging very high in terms of a higher education. So that socio-economic gap also impacts the higher education. Another inequality of the gap could be of a infrastructure. Like there are certain institutions, those who are highly equipped with the modern infrastructure. On the other hand, there are some institutes, those who are affordable, are accessible, but lack in the infrastructure terms. So this is also another gap, I think, which is there in the higher education institutions in India.
Yes, definitely. It means there is a different ways of the inequality in higher education. Apart from this, any other?
Gender inequality, then casteism also
Hmm.
in some institutes.
It means it has a social angle also.
Yes.
Any other? You can speak in Marathi or Hindi also. It means it is really a very good. We all are aware about the inequality in higher education. Okay, so here we discuss the higher education, status of higher education, and then inequality, and we discuss how to bridge the gap of inequality in higher education. So, higher education, it is a driver of human development and social mobility. Education is a fundamental human right. We know, and it is a right of each and every person. So because of that, but when we are talking education, so again it is categorized in different way: primary, secondary, then tertiary, maybe higher education, like that. Okay, but here education is a fundamental human rights, enhances employability and earning potential. So definitely, when we are taking the education, so it enhanced our employability and earning potential. Is it right? Am I correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Definitely. It means you think that after getting the education, so you will, or maybe our students are employable and they have a earning potential, each and every student.
So there may be certain variations as well. In all the cases, we can't say कि education is the only factor that is making a person have the more earning potential.
Hmm. Yes. Any other answers? Do you think our education is employable, able to provide a employment?
Sir, what I personally see and find that certain times, there is a uh, not proper equation of demand and supply. Many
Hmm.
times students have been just rushing to pursue certain studies. Maybe LLB all are doing in law courses. But how many of them are getting the jobs? And how many are earning good in order to support their families?
Hmm.
So at time it does happen that many of the persons are just, they are touts.
Hmm.
So it is not education, it means earning or obtaining the degree is making a person employable. At times they are also, running from pillar to post to even they are not able to earn the meager salaries. So
Hmm.
there is no, actually we require a proper study of that what is the demand and what is the supply. What is the demand of the course? Right now there are many of the software engineers which are being laid off in the companies.
Hmm.
So it is not only the education which is just making them employable. They have to find out the ways and means to earn.
Yeah. It means students have to find out the way. So it is a responsibility of the student or education institute or system.
So I am from the educational institution. I am with the I am Institute of Management Studies, Noida.
Hmm.
And what I see, sir, here over here, many of the persons are not able to earn even good or enough amount of money to support their families, despite obtaining the degree. So
Hmm.
education is not only the thing which is making them employable or having the earning potential.
Yeah, definitely. And there may be different ways and how. But I just feel that education, when a student is taking education, so definitely first priority is to getting the knowledge, and then second, or maybe we can say first also, because he is studying because he want to get the employment, or maybe he should have the earning potential. That why he is attached or is enrolled in the any education institutes. Okay, and this is the maybe responsibility or whatever we say of the higher education institute. So he should provide him a better knowledge and education. Okay, so definitely, so when we are talking about the enhancement, so higher education is able to enhance the employability and earning potential, but it varies as you said, or maybe when we get the earlier answer also. So improves health and civic participation and social awareness, then reduce poverty and intergenerational inequality. That is directly or indirectly related to the higher education also. So it helps to reduce the poverty, then contributes to innovation, research, and economic growth. Again, so higher education or maybe our role is more important. Then when we're talking about the a good human or human development, so we can see the education, then it promotes the skills, then it's maybe student or person is able to get the income, and after that because of that he will get the better or quality of life. So education builds knowledge and values in our students, develops the critical thinking and opens doors to the opportunity. Then definitely it goes to enhance the skills, different skills among the students. Okay, so it transforms the knowledge into capabilities. Whatever we are getting, so student must be able to transform his knowledge in his capabilities. Then only he can sustain now these days. Okay, see, we are here, or maybe higher education to is able to enhance the productivity of the person and increases the employability and adaptability also. So he should have a particular skills. That is our main intentions. Okay, after that, definitely he is able to get the particular job and maybe get the income or start earning through these skills. So income provides his financial security, improves the living standard, and enables savings and investment. Okay, so education is important to get the skills. Skills are important to get the income, and if you have education, skill, and income, definitely you will get the better on quality of life. So better health and well-being, access to good housing and nutrition and healthcare, greater social participation, and sustainable of the dignified life. So because of that, only you will get the a good human capital to a country. And it is not a one time process, it is a continuous cycle of growth and empowerment for individual and the nation. So it should must go on. Then uh, there is the growth of the different uh, policies in higher education. So I will not discuss all these things. Just now, recently we adopt the uh, National Education Policy 2020. So how it is related to the inequality or enhancement or accessibility of the higher education? What is different in NEP 2020? how it is related to skill, how it is related to choice. Any participant can explain this?
Sir, I suppose the traditional educational policies of the systems were highly teacher centric. That means teacher, what we have get from the previous lectures as well. Yeah,
Hmm.
like teacher knows everything, teacher decides everything, like what is going to happen in the class and all. And accordingly, the things used to happen. But now, since we have this National Education Policy 2020, it is more or less a student centric. That means a teacher has to deploy the strategies or the method so that a specific student, the personalized attention to the each student can be given, and so that the learning experience can be enhanced. Apart from that, there are many pillars. I mean the structural changes and all. But from the student's perspective, student has got a many chances to go beyond a specific discipline. We can simply say it as a multidisciplinary aspect a student can learn. Like a student who has enrolled for the management courses can also opt for open elective or the co-curricular activities. The component of IKS is also there. Then the credit transfer is also there, academic bank of a credit and credit transfer. So these are the few changes, I suppose, which are beneficial for the overall learning experiences.
Yes, absolutely. I just want this only from the National Education Policy 2020 focus on the enhancement or accessibility for the students. They have different choices, higher education, choices of the skills, whatever they want, so they can easily accessible through this policy as per his choice. That is more important. In when we're talking about the types of higher education, so we know that colleges, universities, and standalone institutes are also there. So these are the scenario status of our country. So there are more than 1,342 universities. Then number of colleges is also very high. More than 52,000 colleges are there. Standalone institutes are more than 16,000. Okay, so there are some national institutes, National Institute of National Importance, like AIMS, IITs, NITs, triple ITs, ISI, IIM, ISHR, NIFT, NIFER. So these all are a part of the higher education. So they are providing different uh, level of educations to the different students. Okay, standalone institutes include the hotel management, special programs like nursing institute under ministries, polytechnic, teachers training, okay, paramedical. And now these days when we are talking about the ranking also, so in last couple of years, so we are also aware about the ranking. We are trying to include maximum number of institutes in the world ranking, QS world ranking. Okay, and the ratio is increased by 318 times from 28 to 46 in couple of years. Okay, what is inclusion? So when we are talking about the disparities, inequalities, so first we should know the inclusion. So inclusion is the practice or policy of including any person in an activity, system, organization, or process, irrespective of the race, gender, religion, age, and ability. Okay, so each and every person should get the opportunity of different types of educations. Okay, so there is a social inclusion, making sure marginalized and disadvantaged people like those with disabilities, minorities, the elderly are who are not excluded from the society services and opportunity. So this comes under the social inclusion. Then educational inclusion, so ensures all students, including those with special needs from the or from diverse background, are able to learn together in the same classroom. That is educational inclusion. Then workplace inclusion, building a work environment where employees from all identities, gender, caste, religion, ethnicity LGBTQ, etc. So this comes, they should get the same treatment. So digital inclusion, now we have to add this term also, ensuring everyone has access to digital technologies like internet devices and digital literacy. So this is the inclusion. So social inclusion, educational inclusion, and workplace inclusion and digital inclusion. So do you think each and every person is included in all the system? Definitely. The answer is no, because we know the inclusion, but there is a inequality in different things. So we should understand the inequality in higher education. So we'll especially focus on the higher education. So inequality in higher education is a complex issue which is influenced by the multiple factors. It includes the race, socioeconomic status, and geographic locations. So it addressing the disparities requires understanding their historical roots and current statistics to inform the effective interventions for promoting quality, equity in the education. So disparities in access, participation, and outcome among the demographic groups. So historical perspective rooted the trace back to injustice and system discrimination, and now we'll see the current statistic also. The stark disparities in college enrollment and then graduation rates also. So does inequality exist in education? So definitely the answer is yes. And what type of inequality? So it has a different angle. So regional inequality is there, income inequality is there, social inequality, gender inequality, inequality in government expenditure also, that is also type of inequality, infrastructure development, quality of teaching and teachers, and digital infrastructure and education. Apart from that, any type if you know, so you can discuss. So when we are talking about the dimensions of the inequality in India, so we know both state and central government are spending amount, it is a the subject matter to provide the education to all the people. है ना? So if you see the data from the last couple of years, 10 to 15 years, or maybe previous years also, so what is the exact spending of government on education, health, and other things of the social sector? So government is spending 2.8, 2.9 on education. To matlab, it means 3% of less than 3% of the GDP. Recently, it is 2.7% in education, for education, and similarly, now what is the appropriate rate which should government spend on the education? Anyone? If anyone knows, please tell me.
Around 6 to 6.5%.
Yeah, initially it was 4%. We were expecting now 6%, and we are spending half of the expected spending on education. Similarly, in health sector also, we are spending only 1 to 2%, 1.5 to 1.8, 1.2. In 2021-22, we spent 2.2%. It has a different reason, if you know. Okay, and that year also spending on education and health was very high. Now again it is decreased to 2.7% for education and 1.8% of to the health. Okay, but when we know the government is spending less on education, but education comprises different sectors or different types also. Elementary education, secondary education, adult education, language development, university and higher education, technical education, general education. Okay, and if you see the bifurcation of this on this of the government spending, so maybe you can see government is spending near about 80% on the elementary and secondary education of the total of the total spending on the education. out of total spending of the education, government is spending near about 80% on the elementary and secondary education. 0.10% on adult education, then 0.4% language, and only 12% they are spending on the higher education. So here you can see the inequality in the government expenditure on the education. So definitely it will not be the equal, but as per the requirement, it should be spent. And now these days we know that the because of that government is not spending on maybe whatever is allocated to the particular sector, maybe education. So higher education is getting very less, near about 12%. Technical education is 5%, and general education is 0.1%. Okay, this is the bifurcation of the government expenditure on education. So similarly, similar picture you can see in the states also. Jammu and Kashmir, they are spending near about 8 to 9% of their GSDP. Okay, and then Manipur, Meghalaya, Tripura, Arunachal Pradesh, Himachal Pradesh. So these are the small states. Uttar Pradesh, Mizoram, Nagaland, and where is Maharashtra? Here, 3.36%. Uttarakhand, 3.7%. Karnataka is spending only 2%. Telangana is spending 2%. Delhi is spending 1.6%. So this is the ratio, how much amount state are spending on the education compared to their GSDP. So similarly, what I want to show that still at to the present also state and central government is not spending much more amount on the higher education. So this is the growth and type of universities. If you see, so different types of universities in India. So central open university is only one. State open university is only one. Institute under the State Legislature Act. There are 6 deemed universities. Government added 10. State Open University is 16. Deemed University is 16. Then Institute of National Importance 153 now. It is increased in couple of years only. So state private universities are near about 400, and more than 400 are the state public universities. Okay, and if you see the number of universities as per the education trade, so only 2 universities are related to rural development. Religious universities are 2. Religious studies, cultural studies only 3. Education 5. Fisheries 4. Languages 8. So management 23. Law 27. Science 33. Medical near about 80. And technical near about 200. And general universities are 700, near about 655. So they are providing the all kind of education. Okay, so this is just the trends. Here you can see of inequality in the India, inequality in the economic group of India. In 1961, 1970, average share of wealth of bottom 50% was 12%. Okay, 12% people were having less than the they comes under the less than 50% of the total wealth. Average share of wealth of top 10% was 43%, and top 1% was 11%. Now in 2011-20, it increased from 11 to 31%, and 10% share of the people increased from 43 to 63%. If you add this, so this comes near about the 97%, and only 7%. It means 50% of the bottom peoples are getting share less than 50%, 7%. And here 93% people are getting the above, comes under the above 10% share. So this is the inequality in wealth. And then economic inequality in higher education. Again, when we are discussing about the inequality, so we know there is a very high economic inequality in the country also. So there are different income ladders, different starting points, and different outcomes. When the people is having the very high income, he comes under the very high income category. So what he will get? He will get the better schools for his sons, and uh, for their childs, then affordable fees, because if they are having the higher income, definitely the fee is affordable for them, so they can send their childs to the different or very good schools. Then access to resources, whatever is available, or he is able to access it, higher retentions, and then greater success. Okay, when we talk about the low income families, so they are not having the amount to spend on education, so they get the poor schooling. They cannot afford the fees of the schools, no learning resources, high dropout rates, and very low completion. So they have to break or drop out their schooling or maybe higher education for their income and other needs. Okay, when we talk about the middle income family, so they have limited choices because as per their income, so they have to choose the higher education and maybe different sources of the education, financial stress, unequal resources, and moderate retention, and definitely they have a lower success rate. So low income groups, very low completion rate, a lower success rate in middle income group, and very high in the high income categories we can see. So this is the inequality cycle. So high income, so definitely they will get the better education and they will get the higher income also. If they get the better education, definitely they will get the higher income. And then what about the low income? So they need the income. So definitely the availability of the opportunity depend on the availability of the income. So we have to break this cycle. So if they are not getting the income, then definitely they will face the different issues, like this comes under the economic barriers, very high tuition fees, hostel and living expenses is very high for these people. Maybe many times these are not affordable for them. Okay, transportation cost, then cost of books and devices and internet also. Now these days, schooling education is very costly. Even school education they have to spend a lot of amount, so we think can't think about the higher education also. Okay, so loss of family income, many times because of the opportunity cost they have to leave their higher education and start the earning for the family. Then limited access to education loan and scholarship, many times because of the education, not getting the education, so people or students cannot complete their higher studies. So what is the outcome of this? Definitely a low enrollment ratio, higher dropout rate, lower completion rate, and lower earning. If you get the good quality of education, definitely your placement and earning will be high. Then average share of income by economic group. Similarly, here also you can see the very high inequality in the income group also. So here also we discuss about the rural and urban disparities. When we are talking about the definitely rural, in rural areas people are getting the different facilities, but in rural areas also they should get the facilities, and if they are not getting, so they have to migrate from rural to urban areas. So here you can see the inequalities in the availability of the institutes. So percentage of institutes in rural areas, these are the data of the 2021. So 43% only universities were situated in the rural areas, and uh, universities, and uh, 61% colleges were situated in the rural areas. But these are the facilities, but what is the enrollment in this area? So it is very difficult to get. So here you can see the trends in literacy rate in India. So if you compare the urban and rural inequality, so in 1951, in rural areas it was near about 12%. In urban areas, it is 8.86%, and total is 18%. Now, total literacy rate increased near about 72% as per the data of the 2011. In rural areas, it was 67%, and in urban areas, it is 83%. So definitely, the number of colleges are situated more in rural areas, but the literacy rate is high in urban areas compared to the rural areas. Here, the density of colleges. So here, if you see the data, the top 10 districts having maximum number of colleges. So you can imagine that in Bengaluru, in urban areas, in only one city, there has 1,106 colleges. In Jaipur, it is 703. Hyderabad, 491. Pune, 475. Then Prayagraj, it is 300, near about 400. Bhopal, 344. Then Sikar, 330. And Nagpur, 326. So these are the situated only one district. Top 10 cities who are having the more number of colleges and number of districts by college density. So less than 10% colleges in one there are 139 districts where less than 10 colleges are situated. Okay, and more than 1,000 only one district, that is Bengaluru. Then 500 to 901. Then 400 to 500 2, 300 to 407, and maximum are less than maximum districts are having less than 10 colleges. 189 districts are having 20 to 50 colleges. So these are what I am trying to show. This is the inequality in availability of the education institute in the different institute. So when I am talking about any, I am talking about any city. So the peoples who are residing in any particular city, they should get the all types of higher education in nearby places. If they are not getting, so they have to migrate from one place to another also. Okay. Then here the growth of number of colleges. So if you see, the growth is very high in education industry in India. You can see the market of education industry is very high. In financial year 20, it was 117 US billion dollar. Now in 2025, it reached more than 225 billion dollars. Number of colleges in India, like this data is for 24, and it is number is more than 52,000. Okay, in financial year 17, it was only 40. It reaches increased by 10,000 near about the 6 to 7 years. Okay, so this shows the regional disparity in our higher education system. So this data show the number of colleges of eligible population in top 10 states. So here you can see the Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, okay, Karnataka, they are having more eligible populations. Okay, then Rajasthan, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, MP, Gujarat, West Bengal, and Telangana. Okay, then enrollment of the students. So we know that in our country, the enrollment ratio of higher education is very low in our country, and we are trying to increase or by double it by 2047. And we are hoping more from the adoption of the National Education Policy 2020. So our target is to double the whatever existing enrollment ratio. So student enrollment ratio in higher education, you can see is it is FY 21 it is 20, and near about it is right now it is near about 28%. We want to increase it by the up to the 50% by 2047. Expected growth rate in student enrollment ratio. Here you can see the data. Then these are the categories wise GR. Okay, so I told you about the 21-22, it is 28.4% for all. But when we see the SC category, it is 25.9%, near about 26%, and for ST it is 21%. So for ST it is increased from 15 to 21, and for SC category it is increased from 21 to 26 from 2017 to 2021. Okay, so similarly, there is again a gender disparity. So now these days, this is the enrollment or by male and female category in UP. Near about we can see the females are more enrolled in each level or in the different states also. Here also you can see for UG level females are less. Okay, but this is the different. If you combine it, the females are more than the males. So these are for the science and technology. So for technology, males are more males have the more enrollment and females have the less. But in science category, so females have the more enrollment. And for PG, again here you can see the very drastic inequality. So females have more enrollment for the PG also. If you combine both the things, so females have the more enrollment. Then here the for higher education, PhD and MPhil now it is closed. So if you think about the PhD, again here you can see the for engineering and technology, males have the more enrollment, females have the less, and in PhD for females, they are more engaged in science education compared to the engineering and technology. Okay, so again here you can see the gender parity index. So teacher ratio also. So all categories it is 1, and here SC category also is 1, and for 0.98 for ST category. Okay, university and colleges here in 2017-18 it is 30, now it is 24. It means what it shows? It shows that there is no recruitment of the teachers. So because of that, the ratio is decreasing. Initially in 2017 it was 30 students per teacher, now it is 24. Okay, then social category wise teachers. So if you see the inequality in the teachers also, you can found the very high inequality for all Tamil Nadu, then OBC, SC, ST. So this is a category wise data. Here you can see in all the states, the less number of category wise teachers are available. Okay, so again, if you see this data, number of female teachers per 100 male teachers. So this shows the gender disparity. SC, ST, PWD, Muslim, and other minorities. Okay, so level wise and program wise distribution. So more students or peoples are enrolled for undergraduate. So the quantum is near about 80%. Only 12% peoples or students are enrolling for the PG. 0.8%, 0.2% for the certificates. For diploma, it is 7%. PhD only 0.5%. So in our country, only 0.5% students are enrolling for the PhD. So 80% is for undergraduate, and they reached decreased to the only 12% for the PG. And then further higher studies for PhD and like PG diploma, it is less than 1%. Most of the students are enrolled for the BA, BSc courses, BCom, BTech. So again, it is less. Okay. Then discipline wise, if you see the data, discipline wise enrollment in PG, which is only a 12% of the total number of students. So most students are preferring for the science, social sciences, then science, management, commerce, and very low student are preferring for the engineering and technology. Then what are the constraints they face? So here I conducted one study and I found that most of the people, students are getting different types of constraints to choose their higher education. So these are the different constraints for professional and non-professionals. Okay, for professionals, so they will get the economic constraint and social constraint. Like some many people, students are facing unable to complete their education due to the family responsibilities. Some students have the problem related to health, gender, learning, then hostel facilities, transportation facilities. Then many some people are not getting the right guidance, correct guidance from the teachers and maybe subordinates. And some students face the quality of education also. So these are the different constants which students generally get in during their higher education. So it means this concerns also affecting on the choice of higher education. We know that the choice of higher education is depend on many factors. Some factors, economical factors also there, and their educational conditions. If they are having the good percentage and marks, so they will get the. We think that they will get the admission for their choice subjects or institutes. But apart from that, there are many challenges or constraints. So here some barriers are discussed. So some financial constraint. So if you see the financial constraint, then rising cost of tuition and fees pose a significant barriers for many students, particularly those from the low income families. So this financial burden can lead to increase the student debt, which disproportionately affects the marginalized group. Then academic preparedness. So disparities in K-12 education contributes to the unequal preparedness for higher education, affecting college readiness. And social and cultural factors, if you see, the social capital plays a crucial role in college access, with students from marginalized background often lacking mentors and role models, because many times the students are unaware and they don't know maybe because where to get the admission, what to get the after completion of their graduation, and where they what are the facilities available for them. They are unaware. So because they did not get the correct mentoring, they're not getting the counseling. So because of that, so they are unable to get the uh, trades or maybe education as per their choice. Here you can see the impact of inequality in higher education. So definitely it has a different impacts when we're talking about the impact on students. So they will get the limited access to the opportunities. So many times they are not ready to go away from their home place. So whatever higher education institutes are available nearby their premises or their nearby their village, so they have to choose them only. So higher dropout rates. So because this is also a reason or maybe impact, because there are different constants for the students. So because of that, they are unable to complete their degree. So because of that, the dropout rate is increases. So inferior learning outcomes. So after completing the degree, many times they are not getting the knowledge. They got the degree only, and maybe they will not get the placement and other things. So inferior learning outcomes we can see among many peoples, many students. So reduce employment opportunities. So now these days also they are not getting the placement and other things. Because of that also we are focusing on the skill education. And if you see the impact on institutions, though reduce the diversity in classroom. Hmm. So similar kind of peoples and students they are getting the admissions in the nearby colleges, so definitely they will get the same type of people. So will not be a diversity in the classroom. Then reputational risk, burden faculty and support system, and misallocations of the resources. So if they are not having the number of students, so maybe faculties, so institutes may face many issues. And what is the impact on society? So reinforcement of the social stratification, then student social mobility and widening inequality gap. So again, these type of factors increase the inequality in the society. And what is the impact on economy and development? So definitely, in economy, there we can see the underutilization of the human capital. So we are having the human capital, but you are not using your intake capacity of the human capital. Hello. Many times I can see our students, they are completing their graduation, then post graduation, then PhD, and after that they think about the job. So sometimes or many times their whatever their knowledge, it is out of date, because after 5 to 6 years of the graduation and PG, there are different things they should learn from the job market, and because of that they are not getting the proper job and they are underutilized. So this type of problems we are facing in our economy. Then slow innovation and research. So government is not spending a lot of amount on that also, and the quality of research in our country is also very low. Then increased welfare burden and unmet SDGs. So we know there are 17 sustainable development goals, and we are trying to fulfill these goals. But what is the achievement till date is very low, except one goal or two goals. Then strategies for change. So what we can do? So there is a need policy intervention. So government can implement policies aimed at increasing funding for low income schools and providing targeted financial aid for underprivileged students. So there is a special policy intervention, community engagement. So building partnership between the school, colleges, and communities and industries also. So there should be a alignment between all these institutes. Otherwise, our education is not useful for the industries, and industries requirement is different. So because of that, we many times we are talking about the gap between the industry and the education system. Now we are trying to bridge the gap. So there should be an involvement of the education institute industries and the community. So institutional change. So colleges and university must take proactive steps to create inclusive environment that support diverse students population. So still many times we are engaged in the same type of education provide. We are providing same type of education. So there is a need to change the system. Maybe because of the NAP 2020, it is an opportunity for us to adopt the different or skill oriented portion. We can add the skill oriented portion in our syllabus. So because of that, student may get the benefits, and we can able to bridge the gap between the industry and the academy. Then what we can do, we can case studies in educational inequality. We can run successful programs. We can see the programs like the post foundation, then enhance the retention and the graduate rates. So definitely what we need to engage the different NGOs, and we have our role is we have to change our role as a proactive. So students, now these days students are not coming to our institute. So our institute should go to the village university on at village. Like that we can start the different programs so people can get the benefits and they come to the institutes or maybe university education. Or we can there are different case studies we can learn from them. We can use as a different things for our for the best practices of our institutes. Now what is the role of the technology? So we can see the online learning opportunities are there. So technology increases the access to higher education via online platform, and but addressing the digital divide is crucial. So now these days we are using the technology, but it should be available and affordable to all the peoples. When we are talking about the data driven solutions, so we can show that these are the data, so this is the status, and then we can take action easily. Then what is the quantum, what type of students are there, what is their problem, if we know, then we can easily take the give the solutions for them. So data analytics helps institution identify at risk students and tailor support services to improve the retention. Then innovative learning models, so we have to skip the traditional model. Whatever different technologies are available, so we should use that. They, like hybrid and contemporary competency based models allow students to progress at their own pace. Then diversifying learning options, so now this is the online teaching. Now it is a part of our education system, so we should adopt it for our regular teaching also. Now NAP 2020 and challenges, opportunities. So what do you think about the NAP? These are the challenges or opportunities? I just want to know your opinion about this.
Opportunities, sir.
Opportunities. How it is opportunities?
Because all whole syllabus IKS and open electives,
Uh,
major electives.
hmm,
So this is whole all uh, related to faculty members.
hmm.
तो इसलिए वो अपॉर्चुनिटीज ही कहा जाएगा ना सर.
Acha. Any other? Any other?
नवीन विषयांचा अभ्यास आपण त्यामुळे करणार आहोत.
हा.
म्हणजे मेन
ब-
आपला जो सब्जेक्ट असतो पदवीचा तो सोडून हे नवीन नवीन विषय आले त्यामुळे तशा प्रकारे ती अपॉर्च्युनिटी आपल्याला.
अगदी बरोबर आहे. आणखी any other opinion? Now in almost all the states we adopted the NAP 2020. It is maybe by our choice. Maybe we do not have any other choice. We have to adopt the NAP 2020. So definitely when we are working in this system, so maybe you identify the challenges also. But now two people told me the opportunities. But there are many opportunities of this policy and challenges also. So I think as a part of this policy, so I should know your opinion about this. You can tell me the working model in at your institute or maybe in your state. You can share your good things and challenges also. अपन सगळे हम लोग जो है वो सभी जो है वो इसमें इन्वॉल्व है एनएपी 2020 में. सभी स्टेट में अभी हमने अडॉप्ट कर लिया है. लेकिन अभी भी हम कई चीजों को फेस कर रहे हैं, कई चैलेंजेस हम फेस कर रहे हैं. और उसके लिए आपने क्या सॉल्यूशन निकाला है? अगर मैं ये बार बार इसलिए पूछ रहा हूँ क्योंकि we are the part of the NAP 2020. And if you are adopting a particular model, maybe it is beneficial for the other people also. Many times we are facing problem in implementation because now it is in the implementation stage. और ये जब तक कंप्लीट होगा तो इट टुक्स नियर अबाउट 10 to 15 years मोर. लेकिन अभी इम्प्लीमेंटेशन में अगर हमें कुछ चैलेंजेस है तो हम with this discussion maybe you will get some opportunities to implement. Maybe we can get the idea to implement in our areas or in our institutes. So because of that, please share your views about the NAP 2020. आप बताइए अपने क्या क्या व्यूज है, आपको क्या चैलेंज आ रहा है, आपको क्या अपॉर्चुनिटी लग रही है कि नहीं इसके कारण स्टूडेंट को बेनिफिट मिल रहा है, ऐसा हो सकता है.
In our case, sir, I think it is a very good opportunity for students because they are getting multiple entry exit opportunity. They're getting to learn various subjects, skill-based subjects, topics, construction of curriculum, syllabuses based on all this skill-based learning. So it is quite an opportunity for students. And like you have pointed out, it's very challenging in the phase of implementation. The implementation process is quite challenging for the institution, the teachers, the faculty who are constantly engaged in constructing new curriculum, new syllabus, new kind of approaches and ways through which we can provide opportunity for the students. So challenges can also be like because it's done with careful thinking and assessment. However, we are all human beings, so we are also prone to make mistakes. And so in the long process, there is a danger of making decisions which we may also later regret, which we may not be able to revoke in the later stage. So the careful thought through process is quite rigorous, but there's also a danger of, for not only for our institution, but for other institutions as well, because we are all human beings, we're also prone to make mistakes. So in a rush, we might make decisions that can also be maybe not very productive in the future. So that kind of challenges are what we are into right now.
Yes, definitely. There are opportunity and challenge also. Which state you belong?
I'm from Nagaland, sir.
Okay, good. Any other?
Sir, in our university, that is MGM University, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar.
Can you speak loudly?
Hello, am I audible, sir?
Yes, yes.
In our university, MGM University, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar, so we also implemented the NEP 2020. The thing, being a faculty, I pointed that earlier we used to follow the evaluation system of 60-40, that is 60 external and 40 internal marks. Nowadays, we are following the method for 60 internal and 40 external. So there should be a more number of assessment evaluation that faculty member has to focus on. Like earlier, we are conducting just 3 tests in a semester. Nowadays, we have to conduct 4 number of tests in a semester for a single course.
Yes, yes. My
And
second point.
sometimes
Yes.
there may be the thing that students are getting easily more number of internal marks due to this 60-40 pattern.
Definitely. These are the challenges, like examination pattern has changed. Any other? Actually, we are talking about the inequality in higher education. And recently we adopt the NAP 2020. And in we are in implementation phase, and when we are implementing it, definitely we are getting some challenges. But at the same time, so these are opportunities also. Opportunities for the different angle of the disparity or inequality. Okay, like here you can see the multiple entry and exit. Initially, when student enroll a particular program for 3 years or 2 years PG, so he has to complete it, then only he will get the degree. Now it is a opportunity in NAP. So if he complete 1 year, so he will get the certificate also. After completion of the 2 year, maybe he will get the diploma. Then he will get a degree. Like this is the facilities available for the students, so they can complete their education, or maybe they can take the break from their education. Again, they can complete the education. So because of that, so finally, whatever way, he will complete the his education. So if you break, so he will not consider as a dropout student. So he will get the diploma or certificate. Okay, so definitely the dropout rate will come down, but he will get something after completion of the half portion of the course or program. That is the benefit. So multiple entry and exit. So this is good for the students also. So many times students are unable due to many reasons, maybe economical, or maybe they have different problems, family problems and other things. So he can complete the degree after break also. Then now second thing is that in NAP right now we discuss about the education pattern system. Okay, so initially there was a 100 marks paper when I was student. Then semester pattern comes, then 80-20 was there. So 20 marks internal, 80 marks external or theory portion. NAP, initially NAP we adopted the 50, in some universities adopted 50-50 or 60-40. Now we are talking about the 40-60 also. Okay, so this is the one thing, but another is that as a faculty we continuously engage in the system, education system. So maybe we are diverted to the continuous process of examination, but what about the teaching quality and other things? Okay, what about the number of faculties? Because we already discussed about the less number of faculties are available, not only in our institute, in all over the country, in all the institute, maybe you will get only one or two institute where you will get the 100% availability of the faculty. It is very difficult, not only in public, in private institute also. Okay, and when there is a less number of faculty, then what will be the student teacher ratio? Then how we can justify the continuous examination system? So again, the inequality may increase because of the unavailability of the right number of teachers in the institutes. Because the in NAP, again, it is a continuous process of examination. So we are devoted to that process. We have to complete anyhow, we have to complete within a time stipulated time period. So it hampers the other work also. Okay, then emphasis on vocational, non-formal and distance education also. Now NAP also focusing on this. This is the opportunity for those who left this education before completing his degree. Apart from that, now we include the skill-based, ability-based education in our regular mode. So because of that, if a student complete any add-on course or maybe a vocational course or skill-based course, so on the basis of that, the he may get the more chances to get the employment, or maybe to start his own business, or maybe startup we can say. So now these days government is also facing to start the on startups and other things. Okay, so because of that, vocational and non-formal and distance education, it is possible because of this. Non-formal education, Student can get the education as per his choice. He can complete. He can get enroll to any education. And now these days we can see the each and every universities are promoting different skill-based programs, short-term courses, okay, and distance program also. So because of that, from his native place, a student can enroll to any program. Now Swayam and NPTEL are also available, so they are also giving promoting the different courses. More or less, they are skill-based. So student can learn these courses also at lower cost or maybe free of cost also. He don't want to get the certificate, so he can learn that thing. So because of the NAP and this, the vocational non-formal education and distance education, student can complete his education. Then OGT, internship and apprenticeship, field project is also a compulsory portion of the UG and PG program. Okay, now these days we know that student should have to complete on-job training or internship or apprenticeship before completing his any PG or UG degree. Okay, so what is this? This it means simply he is getting the uh, experience of actual job position. So maybe he went to a particular industry or nearby areas where he can learn how people are working in the industry, what kind of job they are doing, what they have to do, how it is beneficial. So they is learning actual environment in the environment of the industry. So that is the good thing for a student. So he learn many things at that place because before completing his degree, he will get the job opportunities many times. So he will get the actual and he may learn the actual environment in the industry. So because of this portion included in the NAP 2020. So this may be widening gap or expensive unaffordable education also, because sometimes we know that the good institutes or maybe the cost of higher education is very high. So because of that, peoples or maybe from different economical background, they are unable to enroll these courses also. Now many times we can see the online courses are also available, but the cost of that courses is very high and not affordable for the poor students. So that is also a challenge. Because of that, maybe inequality may increase. Then another thing is that the digitalization of education. Yeah, because of this also we are here and we are using this digital platform for completing our FDP and other things. Similarly, we can use this platform in our education also. And UGC also told that you have to complete 40% of the portion courses through the online platform. So this is also a good opportunity for the students. Those are studying from their native place or rural areas or maybe different places. Okay. Same time, this may be an opportunity or maybe a challenge, because there's a problem of the digital divide. Many times we know that our mobile network is not working, our internet is not properly working, or maybe the cost of internet and mobile is very high. So because of that also, the people from the rural areas, they are unable or not, it is not affordable for them also. Okay, so we have to think about both sides. Digitalization, yeah, digital platform is available, but it should be affordable and proper infrastructure is also available in the particular areas. During the COVID period, we all already face this type of issues, and still we are facing the problems. Our infrastructure is not at par to run all these courses at the digital level. So we have to think on that also. So this may be an opportunity, but this should not become a challenge. So we discussed that some things. Maybe apart from that, there are different things which are also opportunity because of available opportunities because of the implementation of the NAP 2020. But right time, this should not be a challenge for implementation. So properly we can implement it. So this will be more beneficial for the students. Then what is the future direction in higher education equality? Equity, what we can do? So advocacy for the equity, so continued advocacy for policy changes that promote equity in higher education is essential. So whatever problem we face, so we should try, it should be opportunity for the students. Then research and innovation, we should work, we should now these days we have to give the uh, research topic, or maybe the research portion is compulsory under UG and PG also. And we know very well how we are completing this research project. So instead of that way, so we can do or give the simple social issues, social problems, what we are facing, what the area in that area the students or peoples are facing, and we can give a good solution for that problem with the help of the this research portion, which is a compulsory part of the UG and PG degree. So we can think about the innovative way. So student and the people definitely will get the benefit of it. Then collaborative efforts. So bridging the gap in higher education requires collaboration among the various stakeholders. So we should identify the problems in rural areas, urban areas, or nearby areas of our institute, and we should work with them. We should work with the NGOs. We should work with the different institute. We should work with the different faculties of the different institutes. That definitely beneficial for the proper implementation of the equity in higher education. Okay. Then apart from this, there are strategies to minimize the educational uh, disparities, like equal allocation of the resources. Many times we know that government's funds are not available equally to all the states or maybe institutes. So there should be a particular norms. So each and every institute should get something, so resources, so they can utilize that resources to solve their problem. Inclusive curriculum, that is also thing in NAP 2020 we get the opportunity to frame our syllabus. Now apart from that, it was the responsibility of the university and the BO studies. Now the college are becoming autonomous and they can decide their own curriculum. So this is also a good opportunity for the autonomous institutes, autonomous colleges, so they can frame their own curriculum. And they can, while framing the curriculum, they can think about the issues on problems of their areas. Proper training for the teachers. Now we are doing this, so this is also essential. So each and every person should know the identify the issues at their places or states or regions, and they should work on that. Proper implementation of the policy, local initiative and community engagement. So now it is a part that we should work with the community and the rural people for their benefits to bridge the gap between the rural and urban. Again, similar to the community engagement program and access to the digital resources. So we should use the digital resources whatever available. Many resources are free of cost, and we are unaware about that. Students are unaware about that, so we should inform the students so they will get the benefit of these resources. Now just I want to tell you the DLLE, it means Department of Lifelong Learning and Extension. So presently I am a director of this department of our university, and in short just I want to tell you what we are doing. From my department we are running the different courses. The courses, these are the more than 250 courses every year we are running. More than 16,000 people, students are enrolled for the different courses. They are getting the benefits, and these are the courses from the different domain. Okay, there is no particular domain or maybe faculty of the course. So we are running these courses from the different faculties for the different students, not only for the graduate or undergraduate student, from those who left the schools. For them also, we are running the different courses. Okay, so lifelong learning, it means no barriers of the students. There's a flexible learning as per the requirement of the course. It's a hybrid mode also, maybe sometimes offline, online, or maybe hybrid. It's digital blended learning. So I told you, community engagement. So many courses we are running in the rural areas for the there's people only. So we are aware, increasing their awareness and literacy level, so we are making them for employable. So this is a university and community partnership. So most of the courses are skill based. So after completing this course, he is able to get the opportunity of job in the different industry, or maybe he can start his own job. So these all courses are the credit based. After completion this course, the student get the uh, credits in his ABC account. Okay, so I just want to tell you this department is doing a different courses for the different people, and maybe this is beneficial or maybe promoting to decrease the inequality in the area. Okay, after that, what are the global best practices then for equitable higher education? So these are from the different countries. You can see the Finland, what they are doing, free higher education for all. So definitely it is not possible in our country, but we can give up to a certain limit also. Then strong public investment. So definitely when we are giving the free education, so public expenditure should be very high. So with 2 or 3%, it is not possible. High quality teaching and research, then equal opportunities for every learner. Okay, so this is now not possible in our country, or not, we are not giving the equal opportunity to all the students. So what is the outcome? High access, high equity, and world class quality. Then in Germany, low or no tuition fees. Okay, strong vocational integration, then dual education system and support for the disadvantaged group. High participation, strong employability. In Australia, you can see the equity, scholarship, and financial aid. So, widening participation program. And what is the outcome of this? Inclusive access, strong students, and support. In UK, what is the then widening participation initiative? Then foundation programs. Okay, community outreach. So many of the colleges are community colleges in that places. Okay, so and the timing is after the working hours. So many people are engaged in that. They complete their education, but in our country, only few colleges are offering the courses for out of the regular timing. Okay, so what India can learn, sustain public investment is essential. So targeted support and marginalized groups, affordable and flexible education pathways, strong university society partnership, and equity leads to quality and national development. So that on these issues we should work. So if you have any questions, so we'll discuss it. Any questions? तुमचे काही प्रश्न आहेत का? नाही तर मग मी प्रश्न विचारतो तुम्हाला काही. No question? Okay. Just tell me. Now we know the inequality is exist in higher education. More or less, it is also in your institute, or maybe you faced many issues related to the inequality in during your student life, or maybe now in your teaching life. Okay, just I want to know what you have or you are doing to minimize this inequality. Whatever, what you are doing, what is your contribution to decrease the inequality in higher education? म्हणजे आतापर्यंत आपण जर बघितलं तर तुमच्या स्टुडंट लाईफमध्ये आणि टीचिंग लाईफमध्ये काही ना काही इनइक्वालिटी आपण फेस केलेली आहे किंवा आपण फेस करत आहोत. पण हे कमी करण्यासाठी तुम्ही आतापर्यंत काय केलं आहे किंवा काय करत आहात, काय करू शकता तुम्ही? जे भरपूर पार्टिसिपेंट्स आहेत. रोल नंबर 9, 27, 18, 6, 32, 30, 24 प्रेझेंट आहे का सगळे?
येस सर.
Yes, sir. Present, sir.
हो सर.
मला सांगा ना मी काय विचारलं तर. तुम्ही काही फेस केलं का इश्यू आणि तुम्ही फेस केला असेल तुम्ही काय करता त्यावर? किंवा if you know there is a inequality in any type in your region or in your institute, so what you will do? Because each and every student should get the equal opportunity. Many times we know when while doing an assessment, so assessment should be done by checking answer sheets or by seeing by the name of the students or roll number of the students, because many times we are in known, maybe we are familiar or maybe we know the students of our institutes. So assessment should be a fair, teaching should be a fair, then the student should aware his own capacity. It is also our duty or responsibility to tell him his capabilities, and we are able to enhance his capability also because we are a teacher, we are a mentor. So what kind of activities you are doing in your institute? So it means you are not doing any activity.
Mentoring can be a one solution for that.
Huh.
Sir, it happens when we teach to the students. Like some students might feel ki these kind of students are favorite to him, and some students are not favorite. So this kind of inequality or the discrimination they might feel. As a faculty member, what we need to do is we need to be more and more transparent in terms of a documentation, and all the documents, the reports are to be shown to the students, so that every student feels equally treated. That's what I think, and that will bridge or bring the confidence among the students, and the maximum student participation can be experienced from that, I suppose.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, as a teacher, our role and responsibility is very high. So we should not compromise our ethics. We should treat equal to all the students. Maybe some students are not at par, so we should help them to bring a mainstream. That is also our responsibility. because inequality may have any dimension. So we should not think about that only. Okay, so we should work to the benefits of and welfare of all the students, not the selected group or maybe our favorite students. Okay, so this is also important because many times we are facing the issues related to this, and that is our responsibility, I think. And NAP may provide a good opportunity for us. So definitely now it is in implementation phase, so we may face many challenges, but out of the challenges, we should think how to overcome these challenges, and this will be beneficial for us, for our student, for our society, and for our institutes. Okay, so this is from my side. I think you do not have any questions. So
Okay, if we don't have any questions from the audience, we will proceed for the vote of thanks. But before I proceed to that, let me ask the audience ki if you have any questions, you may ask to the sir. No questions. Okay.
thank you.
Yes, sir. So, sir, before you leave, just let me complete my task. That is of thanking you, sir. So, since past 2 to 3 hours, right from 11 o'clock, we are dealing with multiple aspects which are very crucial from the point of view of a faculty member. So, on behalf of UGC FMTTC, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathoda University, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar, all the participants and the course coordinator as well, we thank Dr. Samit Mahore sir for the detailed session on e-waste management and circular economy. I suppose like this is a high time that we should focus on circular economy and we should think of 3 R's, that is reuse, recycle, and minimize, reduce, recycle, and reuse. So this is the high time, I suppose. Sir has highlighted very insightful topics related to the EU waste management, right from bridging the gap between traditional the modern ways, the challenges, the linear and circular economy and all. During the second session, that is bridging the gap inequality in the higher education, sir has highlighted many important aspects through the numbers as well. Okay, like what is the level of inequality or the disparity in the various regions as far as the higher education systems are concerned. And towards the end of his session, sir has also emphasized on the global best practices from countries such as Finland, Germany, Australia, UK, where the strong public investment, affordable education, financial aids, and sort of a community outreach programs. How it has contributed to bring back the educational equality and all. So it was very wonderful to listen to you, sir. We hope like it could have been if it could have been the offline class, we would have enjoyed a more because what happens is online sometimes a boredom comes into place. So, but despite of that, sir has conducted very nice session. The PowerPoint presentation was also very good, sir. So, thank you very much, Samit sir, for your detailed session on these two topics. So, at the outset, from all the participants, organizing team, MMTC, UGC, we thank you. Thanks a lot, sir, for your valuable time. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank
Have
you.
a good
Thank you
day.
very much for patiently listening. Should I leave?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Fine. All the audience are requested to join back at 2:45, I suppose, so that we can proceed to the next session of Dr. Jayant Bhaskar Shevtekar, sir. Thank you very much, all. The reporting time would be 2:45, and the session will start at 3 o'clock as per the timetable given in the WhatsApp group. Thank you very much. All the participant, as per the message from Gaurav Jadhav, sir, you are requested to join the meeting at 2:45. Till that time, you may leave or have a lunch or complete your tasks. Thank you.